It's going to be an open debate tonight, which means first question, and then we are going straight into the debate. I'd like to welcome, after a long time, Mahesh Jethmalani, senior advocate, joining us tonight. Divya Raghunanadan is campaigner for Greenpeace India. She's joining us from Bangalore. Yatin Oza, senior advocate, and represents the BJP point of view from Ahmedabad. And my first question is to P Udayakumar, well-known activist, especially in the anti-nuke sector. Mr. Udayakumar, I'd like to put the first question to you, and then it's an open debate. I also want to caveat this by saying I'm not accusing you, but there are some things which have been put out in the Intelligence Bureau report, Mr. Udayakumar. And I think,
yes.
I don't think there is any point dodging it, so I think it's good if we are as specific as possible. So please don't react to my questions.
Yes.
They are not meant as accusations, they are meant as questions. My first question to you, Mr. Udayakumar, I don't know, have you seen the report?
No.
Okay, so I've seen the report, page 4 of the report, Mr. Udayakumar, Dr. Udayakumar. Page 4.9, there is a serious allegation made in this IB report against you, which states that an amount of $38,720 was paid to you in 2 installments for fortnightly reports as part of your position as a consultant on group, race, class and democracy issues through NGOs. According to the IB report, you were paid $21,120 up to June 2011 in an American bank account in your name, and then you were contracted to earn another $17,600 up to April 2012 for fortnightly reports. Firstly, please tell us if this is true, and if you did indeed receive an unsolicited contract from the Kirwan Institute for Study of Race and Ethnicity at Ohio State University of this amount.
First of all, this is not an unsolicited contract. It was a contract signed by me and by the Kirwan Institute's director, Professor John Powell, in fall of 2009. I had been working from that semester until
because yesterday when we spoke to you, Dr. Udayakumar, you kept insisting, and I had you on record saying, I have received no money from Greenpeace. So you were very specifically saying,
no,
I have not got money from Greenpeace. Today the question is this amount. So you confirm this amount, this payment was made.
I never received any money from Greenpeace. I was talking about the Kirwan Institute. I have been working with the Kirwan Institute from 2006 fall semester, and the director of that institute was my boss when I was working at the Institute on Race and Poverty at the University of Minnesota from 1997 to 2001. In 2001, I came back to India after 12 years of staying in the United States. And when I was here, Professor John Powell took over the leadership of the Kirwan Institute. Knowing my talents and specializations.
You are saying 10 years later, 10 years after you come back. So you are saying 10 years after you come back.
Not 10 years after, 6 years after.
So 6 years after
I came back to India. Let me finish. Please.
So I'm saying this, that I'm not making an accusation.
Let me finish.
But I'm just summarizing this for the viewers. So you are saying 6 years after you come back.
I can summarize myself better.
An amount, don't get angry, sir, an amount of 20 lakh odd Indian rupees is paid to you through these 2 installments. And you are saying this is for research work.
It's not 3 installments. No. This is not just 2 installments that the IB has mentioned. That's what I'm trying to say. I had been working for the Kirwan Institute from the fall semester of 2009. It was contracted and I was working as a research fellow. I was paid for the job I was doing. I had been doing research and writing on globalization, minority welfare.
I'm putting this caveat that I am not making a single accusation. All that I'm saying is that how many researchers are there in India who, for their individual efforts while being in India, right, are paid like 20 lakh rupees? I'm quoting the report.
There are many people.
And can you tell us the breakup of how this amount was used for? Your fieldwork studies,
You have
did they
to-
have expenditures of $40,000 US dollars?
I don't know how many people are there in India working for various organizations. There are people all over the country who are making short trips to all over the world and making lots of money, getting grants.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a lot of money.
I was paid for the job that I was doing. And I terminated the job in 2011 spring.
One second. So, Dr. Udayakumar, this information is therefore factually correct, what is there in the Intelligence Bureau. But you're saying that this information is not incorrect.
The information in the Intelligence Bureau report is wrong, misleading,
but you just said it
and
is
incorrect.
Correct. But you just said...
was being paid. I was being paid for the job I was doing.
What was this job?
It does not mean just because I was working for the Kirwan Institute,
So
I did not tell them that I will not oppose my government's policy anywhere.
So what was the research? Please, can you tell me the subject of your research?
Yeah, I was going to, I was talking about that. You never allowed me to speak.
No, I'm asking you.
I was doing research. I was doing research projects and writing projects on globalization, racism, minority welfare, BRICS countries, and many other issues. I was supposed to participate in their many
how many papers
journal
did you write in this period and how many papers were published?
They have quite a few of them have been published. I can make them all available to you
10,
or
20,
to any authorities.
How many? 10 or 20 or 15?
Prolific,
approximately how many, sir?
must be around 20. I have
be
been
around
a
20.
prolific
So for every 1 minute, I'm just trying to mathematics correct. So
yes.
Approximately about,
yes.
I'm just placing it on the table, and again I'm putting this caveat. I say I'm only asking questions. I'm not making any allegations, right?
I understand.
I'm saying there are 20 lakh rupees for approximately what you say 20 articles. In other words, about a sum of 100,000 Indian rupees per piece. That's a fairly large amount. I don't know how many people get paid that kind of money. Do they?
It's not 20. It's not 20 articles.
Sir, can I ask you? Can you tell us what is your relationship with the German national Sonntag, Rainer Hermann? I've got the pronunciation wrong. Who was deported from Chennai on February 27, 2012? Is given the fact that this IB report mentions that he sent you a map via email, which included some crucial contact details of Indian anti-nuclear activists and nuclear plants. Can you tell us details of why he was deported? Why would you have links with someone the country has had to deport?
Mr. Rainer was here in Nagarkoil, in my hometown. He was a hippie type. He was staying in cheap hotels and hippie type.
He had to be deported, sir. He had to be deported, sir. This is now getting very serious. But the fact of the matter is the government of India says that it is worthy to deport someone. So there must be something more. You have to tell me more tonight than saying he's a hippie type. Let's get the others into the debate. It's an open debate. Anyone free to come in? Mahesh Jethmalani, D Bakshi, Yatin Oza, any of the others wanting to come into the debate? Mahesh Jethmalani first. Yes, Mahesh Jethmalani. Okay, after that,
the reference to Udayakumar is only a very small part of the IB report. I mean, the much more serious, it's a minor drop in the ocean, but the much more serious is the IB finding that there is a concerted attempt to set back India's economic growth prospects by highlighting, by attacking and actually shutting down power plants, whether they are coal-fired, whether they're coal mines, whether there's nuclear power plants or hydroelectric power plants or high-value industrial projects. All these, there seems to be a concerted attempt. And if that is the case, the UPA government also seems to have been conscious about this, because in January 2013, Arnab, they passed a legislation, an amendment to the Unlawful Activities Act, which, as you know, is terrorist legislation, in which they specifically included, Parliament specifically included economic security as being a vital ingredient of terrorism. In other words, if there was a concerted conspiracy to undermine the economic security, and by the way, economic security.
Now, how can you take it at face value? No, I don't know. Why are you taking it at face value? Why aren't you being a little skeptical about it? No, why aren't you being a little skeptical about it?
There we go.
Why? No, what do you mean,
I'm
there
not
we
being
go?
skeptical about
no,
it at all.
No, what do you mean, there we go? I'm asking you today, you are making such, you have alleged something very, very big, right? Which you are saying that all these people are building some kind of a case against India and serve as tools for the strategic foreign policy interests of Western governments. But if I ask you all the specific questions, I can tell you, neither you nor Yatin Oza nor General D Bakshi will have any answers. I can. Should I ask you?
That's not true, Arnab.
No, you will
Arnab,
not have any answers. No.
Arnab, just 1 minute.
No, it's 1 minute.
No,
Arnab, playing devil's
advocate. Let me
advocate.
tell you something.
Yeah.
The interference of foreign powers in Indian projects and Indian research is as old as you know. I mean, only last year we had the case of Shri Kumar and Nambi Narayan, where our cryogenic rocket program was thought to be undermined by a foreign power.
Are you saying that Dr. Udayakumar is not working out of his own convictions, but in the interests of foreign countries?
I am not making no.
But that's exactly what the IB report is saying.
No. Well, the IB report is an intelligence input. It has to be substantiated by evidence. Udayakumar has a remedy if he feels aggrieved. Now that this is out in the public domain, it's an intelligence report, he can take action against whoever has published it if he finds it to be false.
No, don't give me a legal argument and hide under the cover of that. Don't give me a legal argument and hide under the cover of that. The implication is very serious. No, I'd get General D Bakshi in this on page 5. No, 1 second. If there is a debate, let the debate be done. On page 5, D Bakshi, page 5 of the IB report, there is this quote-unquote revelation that Dr. Udayakumar at Ohio State University, who takes a keen interest in the anti-nuclear movement, has a German contact by the name of Sonntag Rainer Hermann. Again, I've got the pronunciation wrong. Who was deported from India, D Bakshi, in February 2012. I want you to, because you have taken a position against these NGOs, D Bakshi. Tell me, what is the relevance of Mr. Herman's laptop containing a scanned map of India with 16 nuclear plants and 5 uranium mining locations marked prominently? What is the point? What is the point being made there? Are these activists now working on behalf of foreign spies? Is that what is being suggested? And if that is being suggested, I think someone should have the courage to come and say so and not hide behind some IB report.
Yeah. Arnab, I would like to now, put you in picture with a larger perspective. The fact of the matter is that the Russians are building the Kudankulam plant. And from the word go, it has been subjected to a whole lot of these activities by so-called environmentalist organizations which have the express purpose of delaying the commissioning of that plant and stalling
on behalf of whom?
Program altogether.
Maybe you're seeing windmills.
Arnab, today
maybe you're fighting windmills.
To share with you, Arnab, please, 1 minute. I would like to share with you a very important aspect. We have 19,000 tons of uranium plus in the Khasi Garo Hills. Arnab, are you aware that since the 1950s, not 1 gram of this uranium has been permitted to be mined because of these so-called environmentalist activities, because of these so-called, these organizations which have been coming in the way. And you know how critical that uranium is for our nuclear program, for our military program, for our civilian programs. We have been forced
to what is the suggestion, sir?
Countries like Australia.
What is the suggestion?
There is a pattern.
What is the suggestion?
There is a pattern.
What is the suggestion?
The statement that I'm trying to make is that there seems to be a concerted bid to delay or to sabotage by these kind of methodologies, by very clever cover of environmental concerns, our strategic programs, especially the nuclear program. We have a set of these, our party raising, Cain and Abel about, there being electricity failures in Delhi. And yet, please tell me, all these NGOs, how much have they added? Arnab, let me give you a few facts and figures. In 1993, there were 15,000 of these NGOs working in India, and they were getting 2,000 crore rupees per annum. Today, there are 42,000 NGOs, and they are getting 1,30,000 35,000 crores. You know, and sorry, 13,500 crores is what they are getting. Now, if you total it up from 1993 till date, they have received, these NGOs have received 1,50,000 crore rupees. If they had just set up if they had just set up solar powered, lamps, street lamps, today a lot of our energy problems would have been, sorted out. But they haven't done that. They have been focusing on agitational approaches. They have been focusing
this is
on
the important part.
Designed to
no, this is the important part.
Designed to stop the production.
Page 13, and I want Divya Raghunanadan. You see, Divya Raghunanadan, just have an open mind tonight. Don't take a position. There is something fishy. There is a general view, and please don't give the argument that, oh, not all of us are bad and some of us are good and we are doing genuine work, etc., etc. That's all pretty predictable. Let's get very factual on it. Page 13.46, and it appears to me the Intelligence Bureau has done some solid research. Now, the conclusions of that research can be questionable. But the research, however, even Dr. Udayakumar has not been able to question the facts, the numbers they put out. My question to you, Ms. Raghunandan, is that the Intelligence Bureau mentions that 9 NGOs that received 64 crores between 2006, 2007 and 2011, 2012, much of it through foreign donors in US, Switzerland and Netherlands. Now, 40% of the funds are for rural development and 38% are for activities other than those mentioned above. So, the 38% of foreign funds, should we assume, were for launching agitations among other things? Should there not be greater transparency on part of these NGOs, about the foreign funds they receive, to clearly outline what part of their budget is being used for what activity?
So like I've said, that every part of our budget and is up on our annual report on our website. Please take a look at that.
No, it's very
what
generic.
We are using that
lot of it is very generic. And 1 second, 1 minute.
Absolutely.
As per the IB report, as per the IB report, on page 11 it says transfers by a FCRA NGO to non-FCRA NGOs is a violation of the FCRA Act. This is true, and the report cites that the Indian Social Action Forum funds, INSAF funds, were used to pay 15 non-FCRA organizations. So these NGOs have blatant disregard for the law of the land as well. I mean, this is financial bungling. No organization in our country can be allowed to do that.
So I tell you, okay, so Arnab, so the point is that what people are using this money for, which is being termed as politically motivated or economic regressing economic growth, is essentially what we are trying to do, whether in coal or in nukes, is a concerted attempt to challenge corporations that are trying to bypass any due process, whether it's the Environmental Impact Assessment, whether it's the Forest Rights Act, whether it's the Wildlife Protection Act. I can give you the case where we are on the ground. All of these have been violated. Our only job is to make sure
you are asking for transparency for others. The Intelligence Bureau in the case of Vedanta. 1 second. Counters coming in. I think I must go to Yatin Oza first. Very quickly. Yes, Yatin Oza. Yes, Yatin Oza.
Look, Arnab, everybody by now knows, as a matter of common knowledge, that Western world as well as some countries in Asia have research groups, study groups about progress of India, both on economic front and otherwise. They work very hard on it, how to hamper it. They have their own policies how to hamper it. They have their own people who contact NGOs in India, or they have their own NGOs.
Sir, please.
Directly linked
with
them in India.
Sir, you're making the allegations. I hope
and
this is not just...
And a map, and a roadmap is worked out.
No, is this a...
Roadmap is worked out as to how to hamper the progress of this country. No. Because everybody knows...
No, sir, 1 second, 1 minute. First of all, I hope, sir, that what you are saying is not coming out of your political agenda. Out of a feeling that you have been targeted. But no, 1 minute. 1 minute, because Gautam Thaker is with us today. He is General Secretary of the PUCL. And you know that the NGO PUCL has taken a hard line against Modi since the 2002 riots, and even recently when its Rajasthan wing launched a website called faku.com targeting him. The PUCL has also been named in the IB report. What I find very interesting, and I think you have no answer for it, is why all this is coming out after Mr. Modi became Prime Minister. Why was this being hidden till now?
It has come out. Look, IB report, IB is an independent authority. It must not have prepared report after 16th of May. This is after a long and detailed and lengthy research, investigation, which must have been carried out since 2 years and more, that a report is
Yeah,
prepared.
but obviously some sections of the BJP, including you, must be very happy with this. No, 1 minute. No, 1 minute. Many sections of the BJP, including you.
Sorry.
No, many sections. What do you mean sorry? Many sections of the BJP, including you, must be celebrating today. That good the PUCL is in this report, because the PUCL launched a website against Modi. And it was endorsed by Nasiruddin Shah, Mahesh Bhatt, Malika Sarabhai, Ashok Bajpai, Nandini Sundar, K.N. Panikar, journalists like Seema Mustafa, intellectuals like Harsh Mandar. Come on.
We are not celebrating because one is named or the other is named. We are really concerned that this is such a sensitive issue.
Sure.
Touches the growth, development and economy of the country. There is no question of individual perception coming into picture.
No, 1 second.
It's a larger national interest which is to be looked at, simply because
Gautam,
somebody
Thaker,
did something against Mr. Modi.
Gautam.
And that we celebrate is out of
No,
question.
1 second. I'm not.
We will
See,
never do it.
again, you are
We
being
will
touchy.
do it.
But
We will
1 second.
criticize it.
No, Mr.
rising
Gautam
above
Thaker,
political
Mr. Gautam
considerations
Thaker have
and
NGOs in
rising
Gujarat.
above any other consideration
Have NGOs in
other than
Gujarat.
national interest.
Have NGOs in Gujarat they've got a lot of foreign money, crores of rupees, as per the IB report. NGOs in Gujarat from strange sources, Germany, Italy, America, and many of them are working against a lot of projects of the state government. So my question to you, sir, is why is so much money coming in? It's a lot of money.
The point is that, Arnab, point is that the development model of Gujarat is snatching away the land and everything from the poor farmers. It is not the question of foreign funding.
So this
there is no question of foreign funding. PUCL does not accept any foreign funds. It is run by Swadeshi Bandor only, PUCL. So we fought since long for Sir and Says.
Sir,
and there is no.
Sir, what about what about
project,
1 minute. What
see.
about, sir, the Partapi Narmada River interlinking project in Gujarat and Maharashtra was the target of NGOs, 4 of them, Sarvodaya Parivar Trust, Gujarat Vidyapit, Devale, Fulwadi and Father Vincent Mukan and Rajpipla Social Service Society received huge amount of foreign funds, more than 12.72 crore rupees from Germany, Italy, USA and Indian donors. I am asking you, is this normal that you give money in the name of tribal welfare? You give money in the name of tribal welfare and you oppose interlinking projects.
The point is that that fund was used for the tribals of Gujarat. They are so backward in the country.
Yatin Oza, is that true? Yatin Oza, is that factually correct?
You have not spent a penny for tribals. You have used and utilized entire funds to see that Narmada project is halted. Narmada project doesn't go further. And thereby, under the guise and name of tribals, you have done greatest disservice to the people of Gujarat. Have you ever seen
Yojana has been already there for 121 meters in the 2001. It is 2001. It was 2001.
You people
it was ready by 2001.
Arnab,
what are you talking? In the name of tribals, you have tried your utmost to ruin the Gujarat. And people of Gujarat are the worst sufferers.
Arnab,
and to the
it was already there up to 121 meters since last 6 years. Nothing has been done by this government, preparing the canals or everything. Nothing has been done.
Sir, the question is, sir, this is a very, 1 minute, it's an intricate web. 1 minute, there is an intricate web. Just a minute.
Permit me to complete.
Yatin Oza, just remember this is a very interesting interesting
These
plot.
are the people who are responsible for government spending 56,000 crores of rupees more
Sir,
on Narmada project because
Sir,
of the
we'll get the answers. 1
and
minute.
because of the delay in
1 minute.
execution
Now
of
there
the
is,
project.
sir, 1 minute. Just a minute. There is another NGO called, one second, in Gujarat. There is another NGO called Marag. Okay, the president. Marg. Okay, now it has come to notice for instigating, managing and leading few agitations against some special investment regions of Dholera and Mandal Bechari. My question is, if this Intelligence Bureau report is indeed correct, then the person who is the director of this NGO joins the Congress party in February this year. You know, it's amazing. He joins the Congress party in February this year. And this same organization which works against the special investment regions now gets funding from the following sources. Divya Raghunanadan, I know, no, 1 second. You know who all it gets money from? It gets money from Save the Children. Yeah. It gets money from another biodiversity in Tibet. It gets money from the International Fund for Agricultural Development in Italy. It gets money from Oxfam. And it gets money from the Canada-India Village Fund. How can, organizations which have a political angle receive foreign funds from 6 or 7 diverse sources? Why does one group, Divya, please tell me, why does one group which works in one area gets funds from all kinds of sources and operates with a political angle, with a member joining a political party? What's going on here, Mr. Raghunandan, in your view?
So I want to make a general point and then a point about Greenpeace. So the general point is that I find it absolutely absurd that we have double standards for, we have one standard for NGOs and a totally different standard for corporations and governments.
But that is not a defense. No, what you're basically saying is, saying is corporations. 1 minute. Are you saying that you don't need to practice what you preach? GD Bakshi countering that.
Marag has nothing to do with the Congress.
No.
I am asking about the NGOs.
Because that's
GD Bakshi.
Can I just finish my point?
Arnab, I'd like to state excuse me.
Let somebody talk first, please. Let somebody make a point.
That
what the nonsense is.
Hello, sorry. What I was trying to state was that if these NGOs had truly been sincere about the facet of trying to improve the environment, they wouldn't be asking us to import coal from Australia. Coal from Australia is all right, but you can't take out coal from our collieries. And we have to spend foreign exchange in importing this coal. Does that not damage the environment? Does that not damage the environment? Let me kindly finish. Madam, I didn't disturb you. And Arnab, I also want to state that we have huge reserves in India. Indigenous reserves of uranium, like I mentioned in Shillong. Why is it that this country cannot use a single gram? It has to be imported from Australia again or from other Western countries, and serious blocks have to be put in our strategic programs. It is all right for uranium to be mined in Australia. It is all right
let Divya Raghunanadan respond, please. Let Divya Raghunanadan respond. You made your point.
Yeah, thank you. I really want to ask our speaker, our eminent speaker, to come down and visit Jadugoda. That is the price for opening up mines. People, generation after generation, poisoned. People, generation after generation, with unbelievable risks and deformities. Is this the price you want to pay for opening up the mines?
Ms. Raghunanadan, what I'm telling you is, Ms. Raghunanadan, please don't take it otherwise, and don't take it otherwise, Dr. Udayakumar. When the greatest polluter on earth, when the greatest polluter on earth, America, wants to clean our environment, it's touching but a little shocking. When the greatest violator of human rights, which created Osama bin Laden, preaches about human rights, which is the United States of America, it is hypocritical to the core. And foreign newspapers have carried stories which say Hillary Clinton, let me complete, funded NGOs in various countries to promote American political interests. And some of that money was routed through Scandinavian organizations. It is a well-known fact. that the money is routed through Scandinavian organizations and it's American money that's coming in. Mahesh Jethmalani wants to come in. Yes, Mr. Jethmalani. Yes, Mr. Jethmalani.
Are we running a talk show? Are we discussing a topic here, or are we running a court here? We are not running a court here.
So why do you feel you are not answerable, Dr. Udayakumar?
Please, let us speak.
No, 1 second.
Let us speak our
Dr.
minds,
Udayakumar, are you beyond
This is
question?
complete nonsense what you are doing.
Okay, then let me, 1 second.
Now, how did you get a, brother Arnab, how did you get a copy of this classified document put out by the top intelligence agency in this country, submitted to the Prime Minister's office? How did you get a copy of it?
I have been getting documents from all over. If you watch Times Now a little carefully, you will find that I have many ways of getting it.
This is a classified document.
How can I not get it?
This is a classified document.
So I have got many classified documents with me. Is that your concern? I want to ask you, Dr. Udayakumar, let me ask you the question.
Are you part of the establishment? You are part of the establishment.
Well, let me tell you, I don't work.
That we did not do.
You know, Dr. Udayakumar, you are so much on the back foot today that you are so much on the back foot today.
There are so many.
I can ask you a question.
No, I am not on back foot.
Can I ask you a question?
Let me tell you, you are running a mock court here.
Well, I am asking you a question.
You are not interested in our opinion.
I am asking you a question.
People here.
I am asking you, Dr. Udayakumar.
Let us speak.
Dr. Udayakumar, will you please listen? Will you listen? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? 1 second. Before that, Mahesh Jethmalani wanted to come in. Let him come in and I am going to ask my question to you. Yes, Mr. Jethmalani.
Good. Okay.
Now the point surely is that the IB report can't be questioned. It's not a partisan report. The IB report has been signed off by no less a person than Mr. Rizvi, who was appointed by the previous government. Now, in sum and substance, just very quickly, Arnab, the issue highlighted by the IB, right, and we have to take it at face value as an intelligence input, is just this, that there's a lot of foreign money coming. There are 85,000 NGOs, 17,000 of whom are not registered. And there's lack of transparency. Money that is coming in, 10,000 crores a year, right, is not being monitored properly. In fact, it is coming under the guise of research, policy papers, etc., but being diverted really for agitprop. Basically, to stall very, very important projects, a fact even Dr. Manmohan Singh highlighted last year. In fact, there's a legislation now, and that's the next issue. What do? We've got an intelligence report. We don't have to get into individual names like Udayakumar and Greenpeace. They are mentioned as examples. But the way forward right now is, if this intelligence report is to have any meaning, is to lodge a complaint, because economic terrorism is now part of terrorism. It has been legislated by Parliament in 2013, and energy security is a part of threat to energy security is a part of economic terrorism. Please lodge an FIR, get the CBI to investigate
What I want Dr. Udayakumar to answer today is, and Dr. Udayakumar, I am not making any accusation against you, so you don't have to respond so angrily. All I am saying is, sir, that you are telling us, you and Divya Raghunanadan are saying there is a local environmental problem. Fine, I agreed. Now, you see, General Bakshi raises a bigger point. We are not being allowed to mine our uranium, okay? Does anybody go to Australia and say, don't mine your uranium? Will Australia listen? No. Australia is a member of the...
We do. Greenpeace does.
Now,
Greenpeace is in Australia,
but
just it's everywhere.
Miss Raghunanadan, just remember... you are an Indian, Miss Raghunanadan. Look at the national interest from a broader perspective just for a minute, please. Don't just look at it from the point of view of Greenpeace.
And I'm an Indian,
please.
I'm a proud Indian.
Yes, so therefore, as a proud Indian, I'm sure you'll understand the import of my question. My question to you is, Miss Raghunanadan, it would be clear to everyone that when the uranium is not being mined for India for years, as D Bakshi says, then who benefits? The nuclear suppliers group benefits, right? So we therefore will not be able to mine our uranium. So then we have to go back to the mafia of the nuclear suppliers group and countries like Australia, and we will have to import from them. So you understand, Ms. Raghunanadan, unless you put blindfold on today,
Arnab,
unless you are blindfolded, it will be clear to you there are big money interests behind this. Yatin Oza.
Arnab, one more thing. The foreign exchange that we spend on import, please consider that if we save that amount can be used for better sanitation, health, education, road, potable drinking water and whatnot.
Yeah.
The amount that we pay to Australia or any other mafias to get uranium for our atomic projects, nuclear projects, are
But ironically,
lost
we
by
don't
way of
do that.
foreign exchange. The saving thereof would not only strengthen the rupee, but would entail spending of those funds which are otherwise goes to the foreign countries on the issues that I said, on the issues that I mentioned.
You know, Arnab, hypocrisy is the worst sin. You know, it's quite fine for not a gram of uranium to be permitted to be mined since 1950 from the Khasi and Garo hills. But despite all the Greenpeace and everything, uranium keeps flowing in to us from Australia. We pay through our noses. Arnab, in this heat wave, there are people in the Uttar Pradesh who are crying that they don't have, electricity. They don't have power to, move their fans. Where do our environmentalist friends, expect them to get the power? How is this nation supposed to do it? 1,50,000 crore rupees have been pumped into these NGOs since let me finish, madam. 1,50,000 crore rupees have been pumped into these NGOs from 1990. Even if you had
NGOs
set up
are making
solar
money,
lamps.
but the people of India are losing out. The government's losing out.
You chose to stop our nuclear programs.
There is big money behind the
You chose to stop
NGOs
our coal mining. And coal mining is quite all right in Australia. Have you been able to stop that?
No, certainly not. Certainly not. Anyway.
I mean, you guys give us so much credit. You guys give us so much credit. You believe. I mean, you forget that it's your inefficiency, the inability to have proper liability, the inefficiency to have proper disaster preparedness.
Miss Raghunandan, you see, the question is, Miss Raghunandan, I know the standard. Miss Raghunandan, please understand this. I am aware of the standard NGO reply. Now, in the case of Vedanta, see, please look at this. The Intelligence Bureau refers to the possibility of corporate funding to NGOs to the tune of 50 crore rupees through American and Canadian organizations. Should this not be put under greater scrutiny? If NGOs are indeed directly or indirectly through any sources receiving corporate funding and there is corporate competition to stall a particular project in India, then why should one not question the real motives of the NGOs in this regard? Or is it possible that these NGOs are operating without knowing what the motives of those who are funding them are? You see, there's nothing like a free lunch.
No, Arnab, nobody here is saying that the NGOs' activities should not be scrutinized. What we are doing here is the government and the authorities do not want us to stand up and speak up for the rights of the ordinary people of India.
Do you respect the Supreme Court of India?
Look, let me finish, please, for heaven's sake. The authorities think that the fishermen, farmers, and all the other people in this country do not have a mind of their own.
Do you respect the Supreme Court of India?
They cannot oppose the so-called developmental project.
Sir, do you respect the Supreme Court of India?
And when we stand up
Arnab, do you respect the Supreme Court of India? Mahesh Jethmalani coming in. 1 second, Mahesh Jethmalani.
As a counter to what Udayakumar says, please let me state that the IB report says in the specific case of the Kudankulam nuclear plant in Tamil Nadu, the IB was baffled because the money paid to the agitationists was so high that nobody could compete. They didn't want to come to the table. They were repeatedly called to the table to discuss the demands about why they were stalling the project. Stalling the project, and they refused to come. They refused to come because they were more interested. They were more interested in the money they were pocketing.
You are making a wrong accusation.
This is the IB report. That they were more interested in the money they were receiving than coming to the table and sorting out the project.
How do you have any evidence? Do you have any proof?
The IB report
that
says
paid the agitators?
The IB report says
the IB report. Does the IB report say that we were paying money?
Were called to the table and they refused.
Sir,
they didn't even say what the demands were.
The argument. Please don't mislead the argument. Let us argue like intelligent human beings. The IB report, as far as I know, is not saying that we were paying money to the people who were fighting for their life and their right to life and livelihood. Let's speak like intelligent human beings.
The IG report does say that. The IB report says.
The IB report absolutely says that.
Absolutely says that. Absolutely says that. Udayakumar, you cannot escape that charge.
Please
repeatedly
read it.
Foreign money.
I haven't.
Poor people are being paid just to agitate and stall projects. And people like you are at the forefront
So
of those movements.
Sir, the IB report.
So if the IB...
One second. One second.
Arnab.
One minute.
really,
The IB report says that 8 out of the 11 NGOs involved in these protests are FCRA registered, are primarily funded by Europe-based foreign donors owning it, right? Out of the 8 FCRA registered NGOs, 80 crores was received. This is big money, no, Dr. Udayakumar? It's not small money, no? Out of this 43 crores, that is 53% goes to one called TMSSS and 20 crores goes to the TDA. Remaining 22% are distributed among the others. So this is the point is, Dr.
Do you know all these listen, okay,
this
you
is
made
big
your
money,
point.
no?
Let me
It is not loose change, no?
Okay, yes, it is.
Why
big
are these
money.
Americans, why are these European funded NGOs giving so much money in a project that will hurt India's nuclear interests?
Arnab, if
all
they
the
are
accounts of these organizations.
Let them volunteer Government of India to look into their call details.
Sir,
You will find every word stated in IB report is right. Let them also come out clearly how many foreign trips they have made and which class they have traveled.
Sir, I'm asking Dr. Udayakumar. Dr. Udayakumar. Dr. Udayakumar again. Dr. Udayakumar, did you receive? One second. Dr. Udayakumar, your German contact, Sonntag Rainer Hermann, deported from Chennai on February 27,
I object to this. He is not my German sponsor.
Sir,
please don't.
Sir, you said he's a hippie type. You said
how the hell do you say that? How can you say that? Please withdraw it.
What withdraw?
Please withdraw that statement. He is not my sponsor. He is not
my sponsor. I said contact.
How do you
don't
say that?
Overreact.
How dare you say that he's my sponsor? You are talking You're talking
I am
nonsense.
saying contact. Why are you overreacting? I am quoting here point number 12, page number 5. As a result, Udayakumar's contact in Germany, one Sonntag Rainer Hermann, was deported from Chennai on February 27, 2012, and you say
why didn't you arrest him? Why didn't you arrest him? Why didn't the authorities arrest him and put him in prison?
Just will you hear me for a minute? Will you hear me for a minute? Sir, you said he's a hippie type. What do you mean hippie type?
As if you are hearing all the time.
No, what do you mean?
As if you are listening all the time.
What do you mean hippie type?
Why did the authorities
Why did you call him hippie type?
Why didn't they imprison him?
What do you mean hippie type?
Why didn't they investigate?
What is hippie type? No, what do you mean by hippie type?
Hippie type is a cover. Hippie type is a cover for a foreign agent who wears long hair, pretends to look like a hippie, but in fact he's a foreign agent.
How did you give him visa?
Come on, Arnab.
How did you give him visa?
Absolutely absurd.
No, one second. The question is how does a hippie type, and Ms. Raghunandan, we are talking about a serious subject. And I think that, when we are discussing issues which are fairly detailed, please do not reduce the quality of the debate by making it a joke. I am asking today, Ms. Raghunandan, I am asking questions.
This is complete nonsense.
Now my question is, Ms. Raghunandan, please, and Ms. Raghunandan, don't trivialize this. I want to know why this hippie type person's laptop contains a scanned map of India with 16 nuclear plants existing or proposed and 5 uranium mine locations marked prominently. How come he had this?
If you have a map of India in your laptop, do you become a foreign?
No. Let me say more. Let me say more. This map.
Not a map of India with 16 nuclear plants and uranium sites.
Why did you deport him?
Exactly.
Why did the authorities deport him? Tell me. Answer my question.
A very ominous map. A very, very significant detailed map.
No, Arnab, let us be very clear. You cannot have nuclear and uranium plants on your laptop.
Now, is it true?
It's on the internet. It's on the internet.
No, one second. No, 1 minute.
That is what.
No, 1 minute. Just a question, Dr. Jethmalani. No, this hippie type. This 1 second. This hippie type man. This German guy. Did he ever go to any anti-nuke protests?
Look.
No, did he ever go to any anti-nuke protests? Answer me directly. Did he ever go to any anti-nuke protest? Was he ever photographed at an anti-nuke protest? Was he
did the
present at an
government
anti-nuke
deport him?
protest?
Why wasn't he imprisoned and investigated? Why wasn't he imprisoned? Answer my stupid
So you are
question,
telling me,
please.
so was he at any
You're
anti-nuke
talking
protest?
nonsense.
Did he, this map,
Why
was it?
didn't you deport
Sir, I am
him?
quoting the report.
Why
Was
didn't
this,
you investigate?
was this map sent via email to
Now, why
5
didn't
prominent?
authorities investigate
Sir,
him?
this map.
You are
this,
making all kinds of accusations
Sir, I am,
without answering
was
the
this
simple
map
question.
sent via
Why
email to
was
5
this
prominent
man
anti-nuke
deported
activists,
in a
including
hurry?
you? Was this man, this hippie type, in contact with another man called Surendra Gadekar, a prominent member of the Ahmedabad anti-nuclear network?
My friend, my simple question is,
Yes.
how did the government give him visa? How did the
No, so my
government give
question
him
is-
visa?
My question is,
How wasn't he
Mr.
monitored?
Jethmalani- Now, Mr. Jethmalani-
Why did they
You see,
let
Mr.
me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish my
Yes,
thought,
yes.
for heaven's sake.
Yes, you
Why
don't get
did the
angry.
authorities deport him? Why didn't they arrest him? Why didn't they investigate
No,
him?
1 second.
Why didn't they find out the great secretive
Sir, you know what the
espionage links
intelligence-
between
sir,
Surendra Gadekar
sir,
and Rainer,
sir,
Udayakumar and Rainer? Why not?
Sir, I am asking you one thing.
Listen, please
Sir,
listen.
Sir, you listen
All
to
of-
something. I am about to share something very significant now. Please, I have been holding this back, but I think I must share it. I am going to share something
you have
very,
been
very
saying it for
significant.
forever.
And again, I am
Very
saying I am not
significant.
putting any
Yes,
accusations, right? I am only saying I am putting the facts out.
You are accusing, you are not let us speak, you are not allowing us to speak.
No, my question
you are not
is-
making sense with any argument. This
Sir,
is an
sir,
important
this-
topic.
sir, this-
In
sir, don't
India,
get personal
there are
with me.
so many NGOs who are doing important work. And instead of
Yes, they are.
assessing the validity
Yes, they are.
of their
And
work,
there are a lot of
we are
NGOs
you are
doing important
trivializing
work, and
the
I am
whole
not
debate.
saying all
We are
NGOs are bad
wasting our
NGOs.
time and the country's time. We are wasting our time and the
So
national
what I'm
country's
saying
time.
is, no, 1 second. So what it says here.
Say something.
So
Yes,
just
say it.
don't
Say
get
it.
personal with me. All I'm saying is that this point number 13, page number 6 says something very interesting. If you just hear me for a minute, it's fairly significant. It says
I don't have
sustained
the report
analysis.
with me.
So 1 minute. It says sustained analysis revealed that the name slips on the map, which were sent via email, were handwritten in order to avoid possible detection by text search algorithms said to be installed at e-gateways. The map clearly indicates the involvement of an organized agency or a highly professional, well-funded entity which expends considerable effort in masking its origins.
Right.
Why?
Now, my simple question is, why did you allow him to get out of the
So you're
country?
repeating
why
that point
did you
again.
deport him in a hurry?
D Bakshi.
Bring him back.
No,
bring him back. Bring him back. Yesterday I
you
asked the German government to bring him
Arnab,
back.
we
Investigate.
have-
I am ready.
Arnab,
I am ready for any
my friend,
investigation.
can I come in now?
I am
We've heard
ready.
you. Okay.
But this
I
government
am deeply
but this
impressed by this
government-
gentleman's claim that he is mankind's gift, God's gift to mankind. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sorry, the NGOs in this country, especially the foreign funded NGOs, have a lot to answer for. We are only talking of the environmental part. We have the human rights worthies who have made a cottage industry of making false accusations
Okay, should we-
to demonize and demoralize the armed forces of this country.
Okay, gentlemen, I need
and
to
hamper their
wrap up now.
To hamper
Okay.
their operations.
I need to wrap up now.
Yes, we can allow.
So they,
we can
you know,
allow
they
100%
are
foreign.
sorry.
Arnab, can I ask for a simple request?
We
Arnab, why
Yes,
can't
Ms.
you make
Raghunanan.
this report public? Why are you holding a report in your
Yes,
hand for
yes,
none of us
yes,
to see?
yes.
The very
Right.
least that we
Divya,
can
you
do
are
in
right.
the interest of transparency
You are right.
is put it up.
Thi-
Put it up
this
on your
is-
site.
Yes,
Let us
this
see
is
what
to
we can see.
this is to intimidate. This is to intimidate the opposition. This is to intimidate the dissidents.
Absolutely.
This is to intimidate the ordinary people of
You
this
know-
country.
you know-
This
What
is
are
a
you
power
hiding?
play. This is a power game.
What power
This is
play,
a power
Mr.
game.
Raghunanan?
The IB and the government and people like you are playing.
You know,
This is a
power game you are playing.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you one thing. No, 1 second.
Arnab.
Just a minute. No, 1 second. General Bakshi, 1 minute, please. General, 1 minute, please. You know. I'll tell you one thing, Miss. You see, I don't care for any power play, any power groups, any party in power, opposition, etc., etc. I think you should know well enough that every single act and investigation which has demanded accountability in this country, every big scam has been broken on this channel, right? So whether it's BJP,
Do all
Congress,
the
anyone
political
doesn't
parties
matter.
have
But
accountability? Do
all
all
I'm
the-
saying is I do hold a view, Dr. Udayakumar and Ms. Raghunanadan, that when there are specifics out there, then it's my responsibility
do.
to ask
You're
the
entitled
questions
to.
out there. And I need to ask the questions.
Why
So don't suggest motive
Why
in
don't
that.
you ask that?
As far as how I get documents,
Now,
Dr. Vijay, if I
Just
share
put
with
it
you.
up. Just let us all see it.
Yeah, no, one
You're the only
second.
one who holds it.
When we put out the Commonwealth Games scam, even Kalmadi question, we are sure about the document here, but we are not, I'm saying these are conclusions of the Intelligence Bureau. The facts need to be investigated. And not all NGOs are bad, but if there are some things which are not adding up, we have every right to ask the questions. Don't respond like a politician to that, Dr. Udayakumar.
Just one point. Arnab, just one quick point, Arnab. Just one quick point. The gauntlet has been thrown down to the present government by Udayakumar and Ms. Vaidyanathan. I think the government should now respond and honor its intelligence agencies by filing an FIR under the Unlawful Activities Act. That must be done. Otherwise,
let it be investigated.
This report is going to be suspect. There must be follow-up action.
Let everyone look at it.
I fully agree and endorse.
Okay, gentlemen, now we'll take the debate forward. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.